Hi, this is Savvy Luxe again. This is probably my fourth video attempt at making a successful, easy to watch and listen to video. I am again Savvy Luxe, and I'm new to YouTube, and I'm pretty excited about it. I want to reintroduce myself because the first video that I didn't work out very well. The volume was too low. So I have installed my very first 3/4 weave or wig, and I used a lace closure for the front, for the top, for my center part, and I like it. I'm really enjoying it. I did this, I guess it's been about 3 or 4 days now, and so I wanted to talk too about the hair that I used and the status in which it's in 3 or 4 days later. As I mentioned earlier, this is the Milky Way. It's 12 inches and lots of shedding. It's pretty. Don't get me wrong. It looks pretty. It fits the role that you're trying to create. But if you are used to a better quality hair, then this is only good for a temporary fix. It's the ends are pretty frayed. It does not hold the curl very well. Once you put the curls in, very pretty. Like I said, the look is great, smoke and mirrors in terms of the hair. The technique is great, but the hair itself does not hold on up very well. So I'm going to have to get some good hair, needless to say. I haven't curled it today. I just wanted to leave it and show you the status. It doesn't look bad. Again, no one would look and say, oh, that's horrible hair, why would you do that? No one would do that. But you know, for long-term use and to just have quality hair that will last you for years, it's good to invest. This was something I did just to make sure I would be capable of making my own 3/4 wig. I did a very good job. I'm expecting to do a good job again. This was also my first time using a closure. This closure for me was inspired by Bisa Nation. I hope I'm saying it right. Such a cutie pie. Really liked her channel, watched her a lot. She gives very detailed instructions on how to make the center part of your closure very natural looking. If you've ever gone to her site, it's Bisa Nation, Nation. I would advise you, if you haven't gone to her site, to go there and take a look. It's a really great site. She does great how-tos. She demonstrates it. She even does a drawing. She doesn't take her hair down to show you, but she does do a drawing. It's very simple. I followed her steps, step by step, her tips, and worked perfectly. So I'm expecting to be able to do that again when I get my hair in that I've ordered. I'm really looking forward to the virgin hair, the Brazilian, the Malaysian. I'm really looking forward to trying that hair out. So I'm excited. Can't wait to see. And I think I'm gonna go a little longer next time. This is 12 inches that I'm wearing. Now my closure is supposed to be 12 inches, but it doesn't feel like 12 inches. It feels more like 10 or 9, and it is very cute to give you that layered look. So no complaints. Like I said, the look is adorable. I have no complaints about the technique. I have no complaints about how it turned out. I'm just learning, because it's new for me, this technique, this process. I'm learning the difference between what we call good hair and not so good hair. And so again, I'm walking out and about. I look fine. It's cute. But for long-term use and for long-term satisfaction, I'm going to try the new hair. And then I'll let you know what happens once I get my new hair. What else can I say? Yesterday was Mother's Day. I enjoyed Mother's Day quite a bit. My hair, I've worn weaves before. I just haven't worn them in years. I got a haircut last October, I want to say. I went in for a nice, cute little haircut. It went wrong, needless to say. I found someone else to um, fix the mistake. Well, in order to fix the mistake, I had to cut all my hair down. And so I wound up with this adorable little pixie cut. It just too cute. I loved it. But it wasn't what I wanted to do. I really didn't want to commit to a pixie cut. The layering, the waiting, the growing out. I didn't want to. Hair has grown out. It's continuing to grow out. But I'm in that in-between stage. And I just kind of felt like some hair again. So I went on to YouTube and researched some information and came across these channels. And one of the first channels I came across that I fell in love with immediately was Fabulosity Is Me. Great, great channel. She makes it so fun and simple. She really inspired me to look at the virgin hair, the Brazilian hair. And she takes chances, and she makes it look fun, not uptight and scary, which it isn't for me, but I appreciated the feeling of her channel that I'm sure many of you also appreciate that already follow her as well. And so that's where I was originally inspired. And upon further research, I got hooked with going on to the channels and listening to you ladies talk about, the makeup tricks and hair tips. I ran across Bisa Nation and loved the closure. Had never used a closure before, and I thought, okay, I'll consider the closure. Works for me, and this is why. One of the reasons why I stopped weaving my hair years ago is because for me, my hair didn't handle the stress very well after a long period of time. Even though I would never wear a weave or anything non-stop, I always like to go back and forth between my hair and adding extensions or pieces or a full head. Also, as I was getting older, I was noticing my temples were not managing very well the weight and the stress of hairstyles. So that was another reason why. I've used glue in the past once or twice. It wasn't something I did very often. I was always big on the sewing in. But again, still stress and strain. So what I like about the 3/4 wig or weave or U-part, I believe is also another name for it. What I liked about it is that it allows you to put as much hair as you want in the areas you would want to put them in, and the cap carries the weight of all the hair, and then you just find a means of attaching it and installing it. Either you sew your entire head down, and you can either leave hair out, of course, but you can sew it in. You can braid your hair in a way, in a pattern that will allow you to sew your 3/4 wig on and bypass those sensitive areas. And for most ladies, I'm assuming, as with myself, the most sensitive area of our hairline is our temples. All of our hairline, but specifically our temples where we wear a part naturally. Did not want any more trauma there. And so this allows you to wear the hair the way you want and more often. Also, one of the things that I had forgotten about that I remembered when I went back to the weave was worrying about the wind blowing. I did not want to worry about the wind blowing and tracks showing. So there were all these techniques about invisible parts and so forth. Again, when I came across the front closure, the lace front closure, and I saw how easy it could be, I gave it a try. Totally pleased. Okay, I don't worry about track showing. I don't worry about blending, and I don't worry about the wear and tear that happens on the hair you leave out when you you comb it and brush it a lot, or you have to trim it a lot to keep your ends clean so it blends in with the weave, or just the heat that happens. So this worked out for me. This was perfect, and I'm very pleased. So with that said, just want to let you know that I am a new member of YouTube. I wanted to update you guys and say hello, and I'm really interested in your comments. I have a camera I'm going to use. Right now I'm sitting at my desktop, and I'm noticing that the quality of the camera is not as good as a camcorder. So I'm going to test out a camcorder and bring you another video, and hopefully that will be successful. Please, 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 please hit me back with your comments. I'd love to know what you think. If you like it, if you dislike it, if I'm talking too much or too fast, let me know. I'd appreciate it, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. I have talk to you again soon. I have so much that I can't wait to talk about. Um, my channel is going to consist of quite a few things, more of a lifestyle channel. So I'll be talking about food and diet and exercise. I'll be talking about kids and cool products. I'll be talking about hair and makeup, clothes, fashion, shoes, a girl's best friend, one of a girl's best friends. So anyway, again, let me know what you think. Would love some feedback, love some comments, and I hope to talk to you soon.